So having spent the first half of my life growing up in England, we play a lot of sports, as you do in America, on grass, on turf. So I'm here in Williamsport and we're going to get some advice on making sure the turf is really, really good. But before then, I'm going to show you my cricket skills. All right, bowler, here you come. I'm ready for this. I'm out. Out for a golden duck, if you know the cricket terms. Wow, this is absolutely magnificent. Look at that grass. Well, we're going to learn a lot today. This is the Muncie Bank Ballpark at the historic Bowman Field. And over here is Cam, who's going to tell us all about the grass. Cam.
Hey, Paul.
Pleasure to meet you, and thank you very much for inviting us here. Wow, what can I say? If my lawn looked like this, I'd be worth $1 million, yeah, but it doesn't. So tell us, let's go back to basics then. What type of grass is this?
So this is 100% Kentucky bluegrass. This grass actually comes from a sod farm in southern New Jersey.
Gotcha. New Jersey provides a lot of the turf we have here. But if you're growing grass at home, look for a seed mix that's got a lot of Kentucky blue, yeah?
Yeah, Kentucky blue or tall fescue. It's
tall fescue,
good homeowners mix. For us, we build a field on sand, and the reason for that is drainage. Because when we get torrential downpours, it's one of those, we want that water to drain as fast as possible so we can keep playing. We have a irrigation system under the field, so we'll do deep water irrigation. The way you want to do it is heavy and deep instead of light and frequent, so that way the roots can always dive deeper for the water. In
terms of inches, how much sort of equivalent of rain would you pour on top of that?
You typically want about 1 inch of water a week.
Okay, so the roots in the sand are going to probably be growing pretty deep, yeah?
Yeah, typically for us, since we're cutting at 1 inch, we have about 4 to 6 inch roots. If you're cutting higher for a homeowner, about 3 inches, your roots are probably going to be a little deeper.
How often are you cutting this grass?
So typically we cut this field twice every day.
I thought he was going to say twice every day?
Every day.
Oh, you've got some serious cutting equipment then. Why aren't there any weeds here?
Well, luckily for us, we'll spray pre-emergent every spring and fall in 2 split apps to prevent any weeds from coming up.
All right.
But if we do see any weeds, we'll pick them out as quickly as possible so they don't spread.
How often do you fertilize?
We're fertilizing once a week. And so we're doing granular fertilizer every 2 weeks, and then we're doing a liquid fertilizer every other week as well.
We've come a little closer. Here's the wonderful Kentucky blue. And this, around the bases, what have we got here?
So this is called Dur Edge. It's actually a company out of Slippery Rock, and they manufacture engineered infield dirt. It's a mixture of sand, silt, and clay, and it's used in about, I think, 29 out of 30 Major League Baseball stadiums.
So it's pretty good.
It's the best you can buy.
So what are the qualities we're looking for in this? It's not going to rip up too much?
No, so when we get this moist and tight, it literally plays like a cork board. So cleat in, cleat out.
So there's no slipping out,
exactly,
losing your footing, there's not too much dust coming up and all the rest of it. So Cam, I'm actually very interested in the kind of machinery you use to maintain this fabulous lawn. Can we have a look at some of them?
Absolutely, let's go check it out.
All right, brilliant.
Yeah, so here we have our greens mower. We actually only use this about 2 weeks a year, leading up to our Major League game to put a pattern in the infield grass. But yeah, it's cylinder mower, unlike the other one, which is a rotary mower. But you can see here that it's a cylinder because this is spinning, and this reel will meet the bed knife under here and create a scissor effect to cut the grass.
Gotcha. So it's going to push the blades in one direction, and behind it is the roller, and the roller is what gives you this wonderful pattern.
Absolutely, yes.
Cam, this looks quite an impressive piece of equipment. What does it do?
So no, it's very impressive. It does a lot of things. So up here we have a hopper. We can put fertilizer in this, and instead of walking it out, we can actually drive it out once it's calibrated. In this mid-mount here, we have a little nail drag, but we can take that off and put a box blade so we can do laser grading with, which we're going to be doing later today.
So I see in the middle of the field, there's just like a laser beam. It sends a beam out all the way around?
So yeah, that's a cone laser. So the infield dirt is on a 0.3% slope, so water can run off. So when we grade, that laser will send a signal to this receiver. That goes to the control box, and this control box controls hydraulics to raise and lower the box, so we have a perfect
So no matter
dirt.
what the wheels are doing, the blade is exactly the right angle.
Absolutely.
Fantastic. Cam, it's been an absolute pleasure visiting this wonderful field. It really flat as a pancake. Brilliant.
Thank you.
Absolutely brilliant. So, in terms of a homeowner, why would you choose turf as opposed to one of these horrible artificial things?
Well, first off, it feels great on your feet.
Yes, it certainly does.
Second off, it looks so much better. And third, it's not going to melt and burn your feet in the summer.
Yes, absolutely. And it keeps you cooler.
Absolutely.
The evaporation keeps you cooler. So thanks ever so much again. So if you're in the
Thank you.
Williamsport area and it happens to be baseball season, see if you can pick up a game.